What was the key in the second half when they kind of closed the gap, when you guys kind of put them away?
The key was our game plan, which was the defense. I feel like we picked it up the whole time. Second half, first half we had a couple lapses, and then we just talked it out and then went out there and did it.
Yeah, I'd say definitely playing more team defense, being a unit. Whether it's guys being in the gap, helping each other out. The switching was a lot smoother. Everyone was talking a lot better in the second half there, and you can kind of see it in the payout.
Next question.
Max, give me your take on the way Brian played. You played against a lot of guys in college. What was your thoughts about him in his debut?
Yeah, Thomas, I thought he always plays with an incredible energy and incredible heart. He was, showing why, he's so highly regarded out there. He was just, working his butt off and, going on the glass and getting those rebounds and just the second chance points, his ability to, get his own miss is a really unique, scary ability that it's really tough to defend.
James, I know it's just an exhibition, but how much did you think back to the fact that these guys beat you up in Montreal last year when you were preparing for this, and also when you were out there tonight?
The guys that were here last year, we all talked about that. To the freshmen, to Max, we knew how much it meant to us. And when they made that run on us, we talked it out and said if it's a close game at the end, they could go on a run. So we just wanted to shut that down.
Zach.
I guess talking about that, Coach talked about this a little bit pregame, but they've already played 9 games. I know there really are no practice limits up there. Do you feel like you got a better test maybe than the average exhibition? Were they sharper, I guess, than maybe the kind of opponent you'd face if you were playing an American team under similar practice rules?
Yeah, I would say so. You can kind of tell they got a couple games under their belt. They went out there and they were running their stuff smooth. They were playing really well together and kind of knew where the person was at, before he was there. And that's why it took us a little bit while to get going, because it was kind of our first game playing against somebody else, and I think we did adapt really well. Kind of going back and forth with them in the first half, and we really adapted well to really push that out and show what we can do.
Alex.
Max, how did Thomas play, and how do you feel like you guys kind of play alongside each other?
Oh, I love playing with Thomas. He's just such a physical presence down there, and I kind of bring a physical presence in a different way. So with me and him down there, it's fun to be attacking the offensive glass and be rebounding buddies almost. He's definitely an easy guy to play with, and we've definitely played well together in practice, finding each other.
Mike.
Kind of going with that with Thomas, it seems like he's a guy who brings a lot of energy. Do you guys sense that too on the court? Do you kind of feed off that, and do you get a feeling for how much he kind of brings during the game?
I definitely feed off of it too, with all my teammates, but Thomas does, and Max as well. It's so much different with them two in there. It just seems like everything is carved out when shots go up. So it makes it easier for us, I'm going in there, crashing the glass, and it's already wide open, so it makes it easier for all of us.
Okay. Sam.
Yeah, what was kind of key from keeping them from heating up beyond the arc? I think we only hit 5 of 26 of them.
We definitely focused in practice, trying to put on the ball pressure around the three-point arc. We knew they were a really, really good three-point shooting team. That if they got going, they have a chance against a lot of teams in this country. I think just our ability to take our matchup and kind of hold them as well as we can and not overhelp, because they really thrive on when someone has to help out someone else, hitting that open man and making those rotations is so tough, and hitting that open shot. So I think we really managed that a lot better, and kind of took that away in the second half especially.
How would you guys talk about limiting turnovers going into the second half?
Yeah, that was the main point as well, just as much as the defense. He talked about it, and then we just talked to each other and said, let's fix it. And I don't think it happened a lot after that.
Zach.
You talked about this a little bit, James. I imagine there are positives and negatives. I know it's only one game, but those bigger lineups, in a general way, everybody kind of knew you were going to have more size this year, but to be able to play Thomas and Max together, Max and Juwan together, things like that, what worked well tonight, and what do you feel like you guys still have to adapt to some of those bigger lineups?
I feel like the rebounding went well first. Our defense as well. We have shot blockers, I have confidence pressing up on guys when I know Thomas and Max got my back. and our guards, we can interchange. Me and Yogi switched off so many times tonight, so it's just everything is a plus when we can do that.
Max, you and Thomas are bigs that also have some range. We saw you both take threes in the opening minutes. What kind of dimension can that add in your bigs that also can stretch the floor a little bit?
Oh, it's key. If you have a big that you have to respect from out there. You see it in the Big Ten especially. That's why Wisconsin was so hard to guard last year, because they have those guys that could stretch the floor, and it really puts pressure on that defense. As what I was saying earlier with the rotations, and if you have a guy or two out there that you don't really have to respect out there, you can kind of pack it in and make it harder on the other guys. So having that ability to stretch the floor with this entire team can shoot. Having that ability is really special. It's going to be tough for people to guard.
Okay, last question, Jeff.
James, give us a grade where you feel the defense is right now. Where do you feel it needs to get to by the time you guys kind of get into the heart of the schedule?
I feel like it's really great because we work on it every single day in practice, so I'll give it about a 90 or 85, so we want to get to 100, obviously.
Okay, thanks.